Shares of Snapchat parent Snap jumping overnight. That stock had been up as much as 12%, likely contributing optimism over the company's yet-to-be-released smart glasses. There's also been a rise in online speculation the company could be a takeover target. Joining us right now is Richard Greenfield. He's the co-founder and partner at LightShed Partners. Good morning. Can you explain it? Is that the explanation here for the move?
I don't think so. I think those two explanations don't hold a lot of water. I mean, look, Evan, I don't think is a seller. Evan Spiegel, the co-founder of Snap, I just don't believe he's a seller. He is committed to rolling out these smart glasses and showing the world that he can out-innovate despite his size being far smaller than the Googles and the Metas. He believes he can out-innovate, and I think he's out to prove that in 2026. Now, there are two things, Andrew, that could be driving the stock. One is there has been speculation he's going to bring in an outside investor because building smart glasses, AR glasses, is extremely expensive, as you've seen from the losses at companies like Meta, et cetera. So it's possible there's an outside investor coming in to support Snap. But maybe a more simpler explanation, Andrew, is just that, hey, TikTok's going to have to roll out a new app. Everyone, again, according to press reports, and I realize China hasn't finalized this, but assuming it's true, you're going to need a new app. Is it going to function as well? Like, is this going to be the same TikTok experience that has been so successful? I mean, that could be an answer too, is just maybe hope that in TikTok's shift to the US or shift to this new experience, it helps Snap. Because remember, Snap's ad revenue growth has been low single digits, dramatically below the peer group over the last several quarters.
Well, that's my question. That's where I was going to go with this, which is my explanation is that if, in fact, everybody's going to have to re-download TikTok as a new app, effectively, not just, getting an upgrade effectively on the app that they have on their phone, that actually could be, a challenge. I would imagine a lot of people will pick it up and pick it up quickly, but there could take time. It could change the dynamic of the business. And if others could rush in and get in between that, maybe it makes it better for Snap.
Look, 100%. I mean, will there be leakage, essentially, of users, of advertisers? I think, again, we have no idea what this is going to look like. There's now speculation. It's not just Oracle involved. Now there's speculation that Fox Corp could be involved. And this would be Fox's sort of, everyone's sort of wondering, what is Lachlan Murdoch, now that he's got control for the next 25 years of Fox, what does he do? And I think there's been a lot of fear of, like, what could he buy? This would seem like a very logical place for Fox to put investment dollars. Would seem like a smart move. But again, we have no idea, like, how is the management going to change? Is the current team that runs the TikTok app in the U.S. going to stay? Is it a whole new management team? I mean, there are so many unanswered questions. That uncertainty may be enough to be moving Snap stock far more than anything about, smart glasses or, acquisition speculation, which I just don't honestly believe.
Do you think between the smart glass strategy that Snap has and the smart glass strategy that we saw Mark Zuckerberg come out with last week, which is pretty incredible, do you think that those as platforms will one day effectively overtake or even compete with in a meaningful way what Apple and Google have built?
It's one of those unanswerable questions, because I think you obviously could have had me probably, or my partner, Walt Piecyk, who I'm sure you could have had us on back when the iPhone rolled out. And I don't think we knew we needed an iPhone and a computer in our pocket. So do we need a computer on our face? I mean, what Meta rolled out is, I think, not so much a computer on your face. I mean, it sort of puts a heads-up display. It almost feels like, because it's really tied to your phone, Andrew, so it really feels like sort of that car-like heads-up display where you've got a little screen so I can get your LinkedIn profile, or if you're texting me, I can see the text that comes in without having to grab for my phone. I think what Snap is working on is trying to actually put the computer fully on your face, separate from the phone. Whether that's what you see in 26 on the version that rolls out, I honestly don't know. And are we heading in that direction? It's possible. I mean, look, OpenAI, there's stories out over the last couple of days that, with Johnny Ive, that they're now working on some form of screenless speaker that understands the world around you and speaks to you. I mean, is this going to be more AirPod-like that sort of senses the world? I think there's so many open questions. Will there be a future beyond glasses? Sorry, beyond phones? I'm sure there is a next tech product that goes beyond glasses, but I'm not even going to BS you that I know which is the form factor and how long it takes. It does seem like it's going to take longer than people think.
Do you think the economics of the glasses will ultimately make sense? And the reason I ask about this is because historically, Facebook, or Meta, I should say, and Snap were beneficiaries of advertising. That was how they made their money. And the question longer term with these types of devices is, the truth is it's harder and harder to put advertising in some of these smaller spaces.
Well, I go even a step further. I mean, think about the OpenAI discussion, Andrew. I mean, you and I have talked about what does advertising look like? And sure, if you're staring at OpenAI or ChatGPT on a screen, that's one thing. But if you're talking to ChatGPT or you're talking to Gemini or you're talking to Meta AI, how you actually do advertising while you're having a conversation, we never really saw any. Think about Amazon Alexa devices or Google Homes. Like, there wasn't really the same advertising opportunities. And so I think this is a huge challenge as we move away from, assuming we do, but if you're going to basically say, hey, over the next 10 years, we're going to not be looking at screens nearly as much as we have, that's going to be a huge challenge.